Hey guys, it's Callous. Welcome back to more Callous Invitational 3 play-in content. Now this one is Relous and SamuelBest. This has absolutely nothing to do with the match that you saw previously between Lush and Zokaru because there are two different play-in brackets and they do not cross with each other. Other one was Group A, this is Group B. So whoever wins here can at no point, other than the main event of course, play against either the guys that you saw before. Instead of explaining it all in a video, and it'll be kind of complicated, the best thing you can do is to join the Discord channel. I'll have a link to that in the description. Absolutely, check out the Discord channel, check out the Pokemon Perfect thread, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already. Those are the three big things you can do to stay in the loop and understand everything there is to know about the Callous Invitational. But in the meantime, we have a best of three to play. Relous is a German player who I believe to be just very good in general. I have retained him for POCL this year. He was really good. He went undefeated for me last year. He's played SPL. He's played World Cup. Kind of an up-and-comer a year or two ago who's now established himself, but he's not known as a Gen 3 player. Very much a Gen 6 and 7 guy. SamuelBest, on the other hand, has been around for a while. He's an Italian player. I don't know if ADV is what he's known for. It might be his best gen. I know he plays Oros. I know he plays Gold, Silver, Crystal. But he's been helping me out a lot. He's one of the staff members of this tournament, one of my server moderators, and I thought he deserved a chance. So the random pairing that he got is Relous, and here is the best of three to be one step closer to getting into the main event. So it's going to be Relous on the bottom. It's going to be a Gengar lead. It's going to be a Zapdos lead for SamuelBest on the top. Ice Punch and Thunder Wave, respectively. Man, I have it on normal. Why is it going so fast? But anyhow, it was interesting that he stayed in with the Gengar there to get it T-Waved. I mean, I guess it depends on what he was going to do in exchange, but like, just Ice Punching the Zapdos just doesn't seem that great. Had the Zapdos stayed in and just gone for Thunderbolt even, doesn't have to be Thunder Wave, even that is not a great exchange. Even that, the Gengar would have gotten the bad end. So just immediately on that turn one, it's kind of one of those plays that makes me wonder, maybe Relous is not all that experienced or familiar with ADV, because I can't imagine that staying in and Ice Punching there is the optimal thing to do. That being said, Relous did get that burn, just the 10% burn there, via the Fire Blast, I believe, on the Skarm, and he's only going to get 2 layers down before going down. 2 is better than 1. I mean, with the burn, it was pretty useless, so I mean, at least he got something out of it, but probably could have been a little bit better. Hydro Pump and Body Slam here. They do comparable damage, 30 and 33%. Starmie in for Relous here. That's on the bad end of an Earthquake. Takes 56%. And I don't know about that play there for SamuelBest, pulling it back. Why wouldn't you just Earthquake again? Sand is up, so it's going to negate lefties. We know the Earthquake did 56%, so it's doing way more than half. So, like, even if the Starmie were to sit there and recover, and even if you don't find a crit, you still win out in that situation. So, in my opinion, Sam should have stayed in and just hit Earthquake again. I think that takes the Starmie down with you, even if the spin gets off, and I think it just kind of pressures him. Like, I don't know what the Starmie could have done there that would have been good in that situation. If you spin, you die. If you recover spam, that gets you nowhere because you're net losing HP. Felt like a missed opportunity to me. I think he should have Earthquaked as opposed to pulled it back. I don't know what he could have been afraid of. I mean, surely he wasn't playing around like HP Grass on Starmie, was he? But anyway, I don't want to get too far behind. As I said, I feel like this game is moving real fast for normal. Maybe I should put it on slow next time. But a couple things have happened here. We've seen that the Mence is special based, and if we didn't know before, I mean, 6% to Jirachi, there's no way that's HP Flying. So clearly HP Grass. So he's shown HP Grass, he's shown Fire Blast, he's shown Dragon Claw. Just a matter of what the last move is. It could be a mixed Mence and have Brick Break as the last move, which is a fairly common set. It also could just be fully special and have like last move Wish or something like that, or Toxic or whatever. Dougie comes in attempting the trap, I believe on the Lax, but doesn't find it. Gonna find Salamence instead, and Sam's gonna gamble on it. Gonna eat a Dragon Claw back for 69%, so Dougie would need to crit or flinch here in order to get the better end of this, and Sam thinks better of it and pulls it back. Rachi comes in very safely on a resisted Dragon Claw, only 10%. Here's a Wish. Tries to pass it to Pert, and does so successfully. Pert back up to 100%, facing down the 35% Lax. Here's Dougie for the trap. Risky play there. I don't know what he was trying to trap. He would have definitely died there to a body slam. And interesting that he stays in there too. I guess he just doesn't see value on the Dugtrio. He goes for the Rock Slide flinch and or the full para, rolling the dice, but it doesn't cooperate. The Rock Slide misses and the Gengar gets the Ice Punch off through the paralysis, and down goes the Dougie. So we've got ourselves a 5-4 situation here. Gengar is still paralyzed. Jirachi clearly without Psychic, or he'd be using that here. He'll eat his own Wish. Gengar fully paralyzed after eating a 29% Fire Punch. This one's 31, and he's going to be fully paralyzed again. So now Relous has to decide, does he value his fodder? He decides that he does. Goes to Swampert here. Wish comes off. Toxic blanking on the Lax because of the immunity ability. But the Jirachi can't actually hurt the Lax here. Goes Protect here, playing around a Boom or something that doesn't come. And a lot of switching here. We end up with Zapdos on Swampert. Earthquake blanking on the Zapdos. Hidden Power there, even though it's HP Grass and not very effective, is going to be good enough. Gengar goes down. We've got ourselves a 4-4 situation. Here's Lax again. And he actually does have Boom. So good self-discipline there to not do it the first time, and also for Sam to check for it with Protect. Ends up blowing up on the Sleeping Tar. Last move on Mence, now revealed it is Brick Break. It is the traditional mixed Mence. We've got ourselves a 3-3 situation now, 42 turns in. There's a crit on Dragon Claw, but nevertheless, Zapdos wins the matchup handily. There's 57% on Thunderbolt, but the crit could matter because Zapdos now is in range to where it would die to an Ice Beam or a Hydro Pump. Starmie does have Hydro Pump, but he whiffs on Jirachi. Starmie this whole time not gaining leftovers, curiously, so that guy's very much on the way out. Toxic and Ice Beam respectively. Rachi eating his own Wish. Earthquake here, heavy damage, 61%. But he's got that Wish Protect combo to keep him very safe here as the Toxic ticks down on Pert. Relous saying GG. It looks like he's about to concede, and I don't think I blame him. If the Swampert does not have Rest or Refresh, which we haven't seen the last move, but if he's saying GG, then he clearly doesn't, then he cannot get out of this and will just die to the Toxic, and the Starmie, remember, is at 4% and does not have lefties, so it just died to the sand at the end of whatever turn it happens to be in. So here is Relous fishing for a crit. It's too little too late even if he were to find it, but he does not. Swampert's going to miss the Hydro Pump there for good measure. Not that it matters because it was a Protect turn, and like I said, too little too late. Starmie going to come in. He does get a Hydro Pump off, 37%. Fire Punch back, but even without that, the Sand would have killed him. And Game 1 is going to go to SamuelBest. Remember, boys, this is a best of 3 series, so of course Game 2 and potentially Game 3 will be coming up. Rate, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I really need my subs back after deleting my channel and losing all 600-700, whatever it was that I had. I got to get back to at least 100 so I can be Callous Narrates again. Right now, I'm just some loser on the internet who doesn't even have his own URL. So you guys got to help me with that. Give me the sub, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in Game 2.